Today we're going over the top things that I genuinely think need to be added to grow a garden, and this is going to include all of the things that are on what's called the starboard inside of the official Discord server. Now, if you don't know what a starboard is and how it works, pretty much what's going to happen is a person is going to recommend, like an idea or a change, and what's pretty much going to happen is they're going to, if it lands on the starboard, so it means like you make your suggestion, and then if it gets enough likes, it gets moved to the starboard where the devs actually look at and consider it. Now, what this means is, obviously, if you do want to join their Discord server, it's on the main Roblox page. You can just go to Roblox, go to the About, and it's just this right here, meaning you can obviously get access to the Discord server, but you can also contribute to the community when it comes to promoting the suggestions you believe should be added to the game, like this, barn house behind the farm. The things like this, a pity system, add trading, bump please, where they're bumping considerations like this. Please make a shop to buy moon blossoms an hour before the update. Also, please make a pity system for seeds. So you can see things like this, and then, you could star it. And then if it gets enough stars, it's going to be moved to the starboard. Now, this is the starboard with some of the best considerations, like designers, UI creators, and all the stuff that I think are pretty talented. That alone is just a fact. But I additionally think this is some really helpful information that the devs, this is the community's opinion on what they want to see in the game. It's literally like, you don't have to try, to think of a good update. It's just right there. The information's there to, I feel like for today though, obviously we're going to be going over the best ones, but also some of my own opinions on things that I think are like a must-have need that I want to see in the game. Now, starting off though, if you are wanting to claim the OG ticket, make sure you subscribe, because I'm grinding to hit 150k subs. So make sure you subscribe to get your, OG ticket to me channel. Now, starting off with the first thing I believe needs to be in right now, the moon blossom needs a buff. Holy crap, this thing is so freaking rare. I've completed the event track, I think almost 5 times, and I have not gotten a single one. And then on top of that, it's not even that high in value. Yeah, it's super rare and all, but compared to the candy blossom, it's not even that good. And I feel like it's so freaking rare because you have to get this from the seed packs rather than the candy blossom you're just able to buy. Here's my friend Coca-Cola. Here's one with just Celestial selling for 10 million. That's pretty decent, but it's still not as good as the candy block. And obviously more people are playing the game, and it's really hard to get. But even then, regardless, it's still I don't even think that good considering how hard it is to get. Now, the next thing I think they should do, is going to be adding a trading system. Now, there have been some pretty good UI designists that have made their own UI and whatnot to where they think a trading system will look good. Starting off with this one right here, made by someone, you got seeds, the master sprinkler for the cacao and the lightning rod. This looks so good, and holy crap, this would fix so many issues with scammers, especially just generally scammers in general. This would make not only because I feel like there's a lot of people tempted to scam for stuff that aren't even exploiters. They just want to scam little kids that they know they're easy to deceive. And I'm not saying that in a good or bad way. It's just stating a fact. And I feel like I had a video earlier that was exposing this exploit that just straight up stole video. You could just straight up steal any, the hackers could just steal anything off your base, no matter if it's favorited or not. And I'm like, can you, devs, can you fix this, please? I don't want to lose my most rare plant. Now, obviously, this is a major issue, and I feel like they're going to patch this. But once again, this is just a consideration, as a trading system would be so freaking nice. Now, the next thing on the starboard I'm going to look at is going to be this one. So this is, they call it the Volt Fruit. Now, this is really cool. Hold on, let me pull it up. The Volt Fruit this is a really cool design. Whoever did this is actually really good. And here's the mini crop. It looks so clean, it's actually in the game. And the one thing I would love to point out is not only would this be a cool plant, this would be a cool invent entirely. So you think of Volt, right? To me, I think of Zeus. If they had a Greek, and if you were wanting to win, I literally have 4 chicken jockeys on all my alt accounts, and I'm giving away all 4 of them to the winner of the giveaway. And you might be wondering, how can I get into this giveaway? It's a free chicken jockey. And to answer your question, literally all you got to do is like and subscribe, which is completely free, completely easy. You just scroll down a bit and click those 2 buttons, and then comment your username. And by doing that, you register yourself into the giveaway. But once again, that's all you got to do is like and subscribe and comment your username down below. Obviously, it's not real, but a Greek gods event, that would be so dope. A Greek gods event where you could get mini pets or whatever. There would be, obviously, with the new cosmetic update coming a day of now of recording this, some cool cosmetic, something like that. And you could make a really cool update out of that, which ties right into the next one, which is once again, someone who's way too good at UI and making stuff. They made they call it, I think it's the sandstorm event right here. We got all these images. We got plants. We got here, let's zoom in. Ander blossom. This looks really cool. The pomegranate, the date. They got the hedgehog cactus, the plum, and the black tulip. And then we got the plants, and they even went as far as making a sandstorm mutation and a variant to it. So like, you have the sand coming off of it, and then just a straight up like recoloring. And then we got the straight up just full event. There's packs, so you got like seed packs from it, you got eggs. They even made, well, obviously like this, but like what are fossils and fossil system. So like if there's like some sort of system that revolves around getting fossils specifically, or like the sand mutation or something like that, obviously copy and pasting the lunar event with like sand instead in front of the title would be kind of boring. But having like a full brand new system with like, you got to get the sand, no, you got to get the fossils during this event, and you got to find them, or add like some digging or some like archaeology update or something like that, where like you can actually like find these things. That would be so cool. That's such a cool like idea. That is probably my favorite one on the list. Now the next one is going to be a freaking map redesign. This isn't something I want, but this is a cool concept. As you see, they got like, just in general, I don't like, because it seems too like simulator-esque design. Like it's too like, I don't know, it just feels too like in your face. Like I liked how simple the game is. I don't really want a design, but that is something I do like, is a consideration of a map redesign. And now the next one is going to be, obviously after the map redesign, we have the rainbow sprinkler. Now there are a few ideas people have had for like new gear. There is a new gear coming out that I think was leaked, but we'll first obviously go over the rainbow gear. So as you see, rainbow, pretty much 1 billion for one. That's absurd. Greatly increases chance of a rainbow fruit, as a 3% chance to turn a fruit rainbow and last for 10 minutes. Now, obviously, I'm assuming the person had more information about like what they meant by has a 3% chance. Like, is it a 3% chance per minute, lasts for 10 minutes? So you only have like a, 30% chance to get a rainbow fruit out of it. But same way with like the dragonfly, where it turns something golden. This isn't like it grows rainbow, it just makes it rainbow, which is really cool, because the rainbow has a huge multiplier on the value of something. So that would be, I think, really cool to see if they did integrate something like that into the main game system, like new gear. But that is a great time, my bad, to show you the next leak, which is actually gear that I think the devs are actually going to probably add, which is the harvesting tool. Now the harvesting tool, for 30 million, you can use it 5 times, and it, as you see, harvests all fruits from a chosen plant, has 5 uses. There's going to be 3 in stock, so most likely this is a divine rarity. There's a good chance where this is like the same like base as the favoriting tool, where with the favoriting tool it's always in stock. And as you see, favoriting tool, we have the master sprinkler, so this is actually something that affects your crops, but this is just like an in general use where it's like, it's pretty nice to have. And I feel like same with that go, where it's like, it's just an in general tool that's pretty nice to have. Like, it's not actually I would like to see it not like be in stock, because for me, though, there are like some considerations with like some of my mango trees, or some trees, like if you're almost full inventory and then you claim a whole entire, mango tree worth of crap, will this like overstack your inventory or something, or like not let you claim all of it, or just not let you claim it at all until you empty out your inventory? There are obviously considerations like that, which I think is a smart thing if they are going to implement this, to go about adding before, obviously, they add that. Now, the next one, there is another, I think this is another one on the starboard. This plant right here, this is just something I would like to, say looks really cool. They should add that. But once again, I'm gonna head right back on over to the starboard real fast. There's just so many cool things over here that, once again, if you are wanting to contribute to the community with an update you would like to see, make sure you check out their Discord server and frequently check out the suggestions page. Now we have this one, farmers. This one is going to be using a trowel to move lightning rods and sprinklers. Holy crap, this would be so nice. Like, if you place down something like this, doesn't have an area of effect, but things that have area of effects that you place it down and then you can just never touch it again. Having like the ability to freaking move these would be so nice, because like, if we're going to be honest, sometimes you either misplace it or you want to move it around to get better value. That would be such a nice feature to see. Additionally, this is the information they implied. Why? Because the plants that get shocked by the rod are already shocked, and it would be great to move the lightning rod and have a better chance on getting obviously other crops. So like that is a really valid point. Like if the lightning rod right here, if it gets shocked, I mean, it's somewhere in there, it's behind all the mangoes. Lightning rod, if it strikes down right here, if it strikes down right in the dead center of this, it's going to hit everything in its path, meaning all that stuff is shocked. Now, unless it, moves a bit to the left or a bit to the right, it's going to just reshock the exact same thing. So they make a very valid point of why couldn't this just pretty much like be movable or have like because obviously the lightning doesn't always strike in your base, and if having the control to figure out where it is, this would be really nice. So they also say, it could be buffed to be near the rod instead of directly, what does it say? Also could be buffed and be near the rod instead of being directly at times. We'll take like a 0.5 of the redirection. It's not built into the radius. So pretty much what they're saying is, instead of having it like force the lightning to strike exactly where the rod is and all that, make it like shock in the general area around that rod. So this is like if you don't want to add, like specifically this, you could do this instead. Note 1, movable one-time plants like bamboo, mushroom. Yes, I'm all for that. Note 2, they say a system that stores fruits in a chest that you can put your rare fruits in and take it from the chest. I like this as well. Instead of having to keep it in your inventory, obviously the favoriting pretty much does the same thing. But if you have a ton of, favorited items that you just like can't, get through, because say if you have like 10 or 20 favorited items that are like super rare, super big, have some crazy mutation on them, well, that's going to take up your own personal inventory space. So then obviously that's a waste of space, just like you. Just kidding. Note 3, hovering over a fruit with your cursor or crosshair shows a mutation of the fruit. For mobile console, got a scanner to see what mutation it was without. Okay, so my mind, oh my gosh, mind my stutter. This is actually something that was such a good idea, they're actually going to add it. Hold on, let me find it. They literally leaked this. They're going to add this. This was in the official testing server as well, I believe, somewhere, where they're genuinely going to add the what's it called, where you can hover over something to see its mutation, and all of it. So it's going to give the name of the thing and the mutation list, which that is so cool. Once again, further proves that the devs are constantly listening to our ideas. But as you see in this image, collect carrot with the wet. So it shows its mutation alongside the name of the carrot, and then obviously says collect. So further implying how this is going to allow it to show this stuff, which once again is really cool to consider. They saw this and they were like, dang, that's a really good idea. Let's keep that. Now we got another starboard one. This one literally just popped up. They say, please make a shop to buy the Moon Blossom an hour before the update. I think we literally just went over this. Also, please make a pity system for seeds. People have opened 300 seed packets and haven't gotten one single Moon Blossom. Holy crap, that is so accurate. And then they say, star this and get this on the starboard so the devs can see it. And I do hope they see this, because once again, this is an update I feel like would make the game so nice to have. But anyways, once again, what's your opinions? What's your hot takes on this? This is a lot of information. I really hope they do add most of this major and stuff to the update. But thanks again for watching. And once again, though, love you. Thanks for the support, and